Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tyler. We are talking about ViacomCBS because I think this is a grossly undervalued growth stock given its growth potential. Now, a lot of analysts are down on this company and there's no reason to be. They pay a 2% dividend. They have been beaten down and are grossly undervalued just on a profit to price margin basis. So you guys are going to want to stick through this. I think there's a good trade and long-term investment here. So do not get it twisted. If you are a long-term investor or a trader, there is a play here for you. But all I ask for in exchange for this video is that you go down below, comment what you think about ViacomCBS. That's all I ask you to do. If you could do that for me, I would greatly appreciate it. Now first, let me explain to you guys what happened to ViacomCBS stock, because this does look very, very bad, going from $100 down to where we currently sit at $42.42. Around January 22nd, they announced their plans to launch Paramount Plus for members of CBS All Access and members that want to join their platform, adding shows like MTV, Comedy Central, BT Channel, Smithsonian Channel, Nickelodeon, iCarly, anything from Nickelodeon or MTV, Comedy Central, any of these channels that have ever produced is on Paramount Plus along with original content. But they planned to merge CBS All Access members into Paramount Plus, and this had a very positive impact on the stock, as we can see. And they started to short squeeze all the way up to ridiculously high levels around $100, and then they announced that they are selling shares to raise $3 billion in cash to fund their streaming operations going into the future. So this is very, very good news that they are raising cash off the influx in share price, but short-term investors do not like this as far as a trading standpoint. The first article we're going to look at is from April 7th, so yesterday. If you're watching this in the morning or tomorrow, Friday, then this will be 2 days ago, but it is titled "Why ViacomCBS is Poised to Beat Earnings Estimates Again." And I'm not going to read this whole article. It's only a 3-minute read, but we're not going to do that. I'm going to show you guys the most important things that I've seen in this article. So not to waste any of your guys' time, a lot of this stuff, it makes no difference in your investing decision, but there is some important stuff. The average price for the last 2 quarters was 6.30%, and the 2 quarters ago they beat by 2.97%, and then the previous quarter they beat for 9.64%. So that is pretty good right there. Now, this is the most important thing out of the whole article, and I decided to blow it up for you guys and take my face off the screen so you can see this very, very well. And as you can see, these are where they reported earnings. So the red arrow or the green arrow is where and when they reported earnings. So besides the first quarter in 2020, every single earnings report has been a positive movement for the stock. You could see the last one in the beginning of 2021 was when they really started to go crazy on the Paramount Plus news. But even the past 1, 2, 3, 4 earnings have been a positive movement for the stock. So they are projecting this next earnings will be a beat and a positive for the top and bottom line. Some of you guys might be thinking to yourself, yeah, Tyler, sure, it's going to bounce. We're down about 55% from our highs. Why would it not bounce after launching Paramount Plus and all this good news, as well as earnings coming up? Of course it's going to bounce, but what about the long-term growth prospects? That brings me to this article titled, "With Ambitious Paramount Plus Launch, ViacomCBS Target 65 to 75 million streaming subs by 2024. Launch their direct-to-consumer service to launch March 4th. We already know that. It's a very new service, so expect some good numbers coming out shortly. But it says the company will ramp up investment in peer streaming content to $5 billion in 2024 from $1 billion last year, and that could accelerate if its services exceed subscriber growth targets," said CFO Navin Chopra towards the close on an all-hands-on-deck presentation. That's part of total company content spend, which was about $15 billion last year. He declined to break streaming, but said the mix will evolve. And this is the most important part of this whole article, and this is where I'm going to stop reading this article. It says, "It's an ambitious target above the stated budget of other new streaming services like Warner Media's HBO Max and NBC Universal's Peacock, though well below the shock and awe $19 billion of Netflix." Now, money spent on streaming and making more content usually adds up to more subscribers, more viewers, all that. So I think Paramount Plus is kind of underestimating what they'll do, which is good if you're a long-term investor because you always want to underestimate and then overachieve. But if we take a look at some of what its competitors are doing and how many subscribers they have nearly 30 million global subscribers, 19.2 million subscribers domestically across its platforms. All good there. Pluto TV has 43 million monthly active users globally and 30.1 million domestically. And then their subscribers are up 73% year over year. Talking about Disney Plus has 100 million subscribers, and I don't even think they're a competitor yet. They are, but they're not. They're just on a whole nother realm. I specifically want to look at HBO Max and Peacock are also seeing growth. The first has 17.2 million activations, with the latter totaling 33 million users, although it's unclear how many are paid subscribers. And that is Peacock. So it looks like we will have strong growth for Paramount Plus going on into the future, and they are spending more than their lower tier competitors, so they should be able to push out more content, make better content that'll appeal to more people, and come out on top of Peacock and HBO Max. Now, before I read you guys this paragraph of what the CEO of ViacomCBS said in quotes, I just want to point out that their streaming services are completely different than everybody else. So their most basic, cheapest package for the streaming service you can get is $5.99 a month with limited ads on Paramount Plus. The next upgraded package is $10.99 a month with no ads, and then they also have Pluto TV, which you guys can get on your computer, on your phone, on your anything, and watch their channels for free basically. And there are like limited ads in that too, but it's totally worth it for a free cable service. I watch them myself when I have the free time to do so. So I'll be reading you guys this article in quotes from the CEO of ViacomCBS, going over what they plan to do as far as content and what differentiates Paramount Plus from other competition. So, over the next 2 years, Paramount Plus will add more than 50 original series, which include Halo, Criminal Minds, iCarly, Grease, Rise of the Pink Ladies, shows from Avatar, Yellowstone, Star Trek, and SpongeBob SquarePants. It says, in quotes, in today's entertainment landscape, ViacomCBS stands apart as the only media company to fully embrace every segment of the streaming universe across free, premium, and pay. Bob Bakish, President and Chief Executive Officer of ViacomCBS, said in a press release announcing the content available at launch. The launch of Paramount Plus supercharged our strategy with a broad pay service that will be home to everything customers love. All in one place, live sports, breaking news, and a mountain of entertainment at scale. As we look ahead, ViacomCBS is ideally positioned to harness the full power of our assets and capabilities from our world-class production studios and the value of our massive content library to our global marketing platform and local relationships to seize the global opportunity. ViacomCBS does not sound like it is playing around. They are investing big money into their streaming service, and I think they will be around for a very long time and be one of the top dogs when everything is said and done. Even their brands, Comedy Central, MTV, BET. I know if you guys are anything like me, I grew up watching MTV Cribs, Pimp My Ride, all these legendary shows that you just simply cannot find anywhere else that Paramount Plus has, as well as their original content they're coming out with looks phenomenal, and they have cartoons and shows for kids, so that is big. You have Netflix that is mostly catered to adult viewers, and then you have Disney Plus, which is mostly catered to kids, and there's really nothing that is in between for everybody. And I think Paramount Plus comes in to be a great additive, and with Paramount Plus and then Pluto TV, you can't go wrong with that. That's your entertainment package. Get you a little Netflix, Disney, doesn't matter. It's still cheaper than cable. So that is what I think about Paramount Plus. I think Paramount Plus is a buy, depending how long your outlook is. If you have a 5-10 year outlook, then you should be comfortable buying this. Anything under $70, anything under $100 really, but anything under $70, you're looking very, very good. Now I'm going to show you guys how I am playing this, what I plan to do in my Robinhood. So let's go to it. We are now over to the Robinhood, and I have a very small position in ViacomCBS right now. This is one I'm looking to build out in the next month or so, hopefully before some good subscriber numbers come out and the stock goes straight to the moon. So I have a Viacom $70 call for 2023, and this is by far like like one of my favorite trades. This, Neo, and Palantir, my favorite trades. These are no-brainers. If you get the 2023 $70 call on Viacom, your break even right now would be $74 a share. If we went back up to 100, you'd be in the money $2,600. This is a no-brainer. I think by 2023, there's no way we're not at least $100 a share, unless they just dilute the shares really bad, which that's why they dropped from $100 a share. They were up about 500%. But this does look a little scary, but this is really nothing to worry about as far as the chart and what happened. You should be happier that it came down so you can buy shares and get in on this when it's not $100 a share, when you're paying so much premium and factoring in so much future growth. You get the opportunity to buy this at a cheaper discount. But like I was saying, I got the 2023 $70 call. Really, any of these look pretty good under 70. I would try not to go too high over 70. I mean, I don't know why the spread is weird on this, but if you could even get, you know, the 75 for anywhere close to 281, that's a great deal. But the $70 have considerably higher open interest, way higher open interest. You can see this is at almost 5,000 for the $70 call, and then all these are very low. And essentially, I like higher open interest contracts because there's more liquidity, and usually you will get filled at the bidding price. For $398, if you put an order in during market hours, you're going to get filled for this because there's so many contracts being traded. Now, these other ones, like this $281 one for the $75 strike, you're probably not going to get filled at this price. There's only 260 open interest, so there's not much interest in that contract. So I do think the $70 contract is really good. The 60 is really good as well. The 50 really good as well. I mean, the closer to the money you can get, probably the better in this case. That is how I am playing ViacomCBS stock as of right now. I do plan to build out a couple hundred shares strong position of ViacomCBS. And like I was saying, it is a good time to pick up shares. I just want the options because I do think Viacom could come down a little bit more. So I am waiting to see what happens there because it's a steal at this price. But why not get a little greedy and see if we can get more bang for our buck, but have that exposure in case Viacom does go crazy to the upside. That is my thesis behind it. If you guys got anything useful out of this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to comment down below on your way out. Do not forget to do that. And if you made it to the end of this video, you have a private invitation to the Discord link in the description. This will not be open for too much longer. I only want dedicated people over there, but I send out all of my buy and sell alerts as well as source great information. All I ask for you guys to do is participate and learn from the knowledge that I am providing to you guys. That is all. It is free. Like I said, not too many people are going to be allowed in there. After this next coming week or two, I might keep it open for a little bit longer. We're approaching like 25 members, and I don't want to get too many people in there that don't want to actually participate. So I will talk to you guys in the comments and the Discord. I will see you later. Peace out.